So I want to do a little disclaimer before I start this episode because y'all was commenting about it on the last episode, and y'all was saying something about my smoke detector or my carbon did not carbon did not carbon but not how do if I can say it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, y'all was commenting and saying that y'all could hear the beat, but I'm too short. I need a ladder for me to get up there and get it. So sorry, y'all. I need to get a ladder. I shouldn't have to explain that. Y'all should just tune it out and let's start the Venus show. I wrote down some things in my little book for the Venus show, and I just came up with different things because I'm starting to understand about mental health and growth and stability. And because a lot of the times when I was growing up, I used to always look at other people and be like, dang, like I gotta get this and this and that before this age, like, or whatever the case may be. I used to always be like that, like, oh, okay, like I see them, with a car, a house, a man, or whatever, and I need to be at this level at this age. I used to always say that, so I always used to set my goals at like benchmarks of my age, but as I got older, I started understanding like you don't have to do that. You could literally just live your life and reach your goals at your own pace, like because I started getting a whole bunch of anxiety. Like I was getting depressed. I would be depressed if I didn't reach a milestone at a certain age or a certain particular time. And sometimes, things be happening in life where it kind of throw you off or it throw you up to where like, you surpass some goals or whatever that you had already planned, So today I want to talk about reinventing yourself. I want to talk about reinventing yourself. I want to say that I think first thing first is like taking accountability, and like if you can't always take accountability for your actions by yourself, I feel like maybe you could have an accountability partner or two or three, just to like make you keep your word on things, like make you like push you. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like these day and age people need a little pushing sometimes. People want to do everything on their own. They just like, I don't need nobody. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that on my own. But I feel like everybody needs somebody. So I feel like, getting an accountability partner, whether it's your mom, your dad, if they still, around or whatever, or your auntie, your anybody, who can take accountability or help you take accountability for your actions. I feel like that's like a really big thing, owning up to what, you're supposed to be doing, your actions, period. Whether it's like, with your friends or with your significant other, I feel like accountability is key in relationships because, somebody got to be the bigger person, Why not let it be you? Or whatever. And then I had some more things in my little notes that I had said. I just feel like, reinventing yourself is I think you should do that like a number of times, like in your life. I feel like you should do that a number of times, like, keep on growing, like reinventing yourself, not like literally changing your whole characteristics every time, like now you're a funny person or now like, like not nothing like that, but just literally like reinventing yourself, like understanding your growth and understanding your mindset and understanding the development of the human mind, period, just to keep on growing. Understanding that, you can't take everybody with you, and you can't leave that stuff in the past, like whatever the past was hindering you or holding you back. Even if it's friendships or old friendships, like sometimes you take a liking to people and you really, really like them. You want them to succeed with you, but sometimes they can't go. Like sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet or whatever, and then if it's meant for y'all to have that type of friendship or whatever, it will be. I feel like. Anyway, So I feel like working on your inner self, that's a big thing, you know. Like I didn't have time to write it on the Venus cards. I was on a go, so I have my little book right here where I be writing down little stuff that I want to talk about with you guys. But I feel like working on your inner self is like key, you know, like just like your mind, your body, and your soul, learning how to relax your mind because life can make you be like spiraling out of control. And then next thing you're not taking accountability and not reinventing yourself, you know. So working on your inner self, your peace and your patience and your pace. Okay, that's three P's. That's three P's that probably should stick with us. Like your peace, your patience, and your pace. Because sometimes you just gotta slow it down and get everything done. I feel like a big thing for me to get things done is waking up early in the morning. Like I always be like having to like wake up early in the morning. Mornings is like my thing. I love waking up in the morning, getting things done. I love feeling slightly accomplished by 5 o'clock. So I have to be like, okay, I got this, and this done, or whatever. Slightly accomplished by 5 o'clock, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like because I feel like, oh my God, when you find peace within yourself, like your life just goes so much smoother. And then when you learn patience, it's a double whammy when you learn patience, peace, and um, pace in yourself, like all at the same time. So that's I feel like working on your inner self is absolutely key with anything that you do. And let's jump into like some relationship stuff too, because like I'm feeling like I'm growing in relationships, because a lot of times I stop myself from like arguing with people, and sometimes they probably look at it as me avoiding the situation, but I'm just learning peace. I don't want to argue with somebody who I say I love. Like, because a lot of people, and then when you say you don't want to argue, people always try to make it be like, oh, I'm not arguing, but it's like your tone of voice and everything. And once you reach that tone of voice, like with me, I be like, I don't want to talk about it no more. I want to let it cool down and then let's talk about it, because we already have reached that peak of, my tone of voice, your tone of voice, a hostility in our chest and in our breathing motion, So now I feel like we just should calm down and then let's talk about it later. But a lot of times people look at that as like you running from the situation, or you're saying that they're arguing or they're being argumentative, but they not, So you know, I don't know. I'm just learning on how to like, deal with other people, because I'm really an introvert. So like, I'm just learning how to deal with other people and deal with their attitudes and how they deal with things as well. So yeah. So relationships. Because relationships are crazy, especially they get like more interest as you get older. And I feel like a lot of people are just like backing away from it. They like, I don't want to be in a relationship. I'm gonna just be by myself. I'm gonna work on me, and that's it. But that's boring. And let's be realistic. Like that's a boring life to live, like the rest of your life alone. And I know people be saying like, well, you could go out and you can meet people on day to day. But what's like a person what's better than a person being right next to you and knowing you and you can really trust and everything, like I love appreciating things that I've worked hard for. So I feel like, relationships are things that is a thing that you work hard in, but the reward later is like amazing if you stick it out. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it could be just so amazing and rewarding, if you just stick it out. So if anybody in a relationship, stick that shit out, okay? Like, and if somebody don't want to argue, they don't want to argue, like just more peace in this world is better than, somebody got to be like, okay, no, let's not do that. You know what I mean? Let's calm down. Like, or whatever the case may be, and maybe like pick back on it later. That'll be good. I like that. I like that for us and for this generation. Patience, peace, and pacing yourself. You know. So, yeah. So I want to get into it, ladies, because a lot of people be in my DM and stuff too. And this is for the men too, I guess. If you're working on something or doing any type of project or anything, stop procrastinating and stop being lazy. I feel like a lot of times, like, we just so lazy. I feel like this day and age and this generation has made us very lazy too. Like we just taking our time, doing things. I feel like some key things that we could do to just break out laziness and just be go getters and just like never give up, just always stick to this routine. And I feel like it could just help us out. I don't know. Y'all comment and y'all tell me like if this routine would help y'all out. So I said, wake up early. I feel like that's key. I just literally just said that, but I feel like waking up early is like key or whatever. Getting a good breakfast, a good meal in the morning. Taking a few minutes in the bed before you actually get up and start even brushing your teeth or doing anything just to relax. Like waking up early, taking a few 5 to 10 minutes, just relaxing, maybe writing down, jotting your day down or whatever. I feel like pen to paper helps a lot of things. So that's why I pulled back out my little notepad because I was like, pen to paper helps a lot of things. But yeah, just sitting down in the morning and just chilling for a little while before you actually just start doing anything. And then I think like if you're whatever religion that you're into, maybe take a minute to pray before you touch the floor, for your feet touch the floor, taking a minute to pray. However you pray, some people pray out loud, some people pray in their head, some people pray, however they pray. Just, take a few minutes to pray. Um, you know what? Another thing to stop a lot of the laziness was I feel like social media management is a big thing too because, a lot of times like I'll be on Instagram and then next thing you know I'm on Instagram 3 hours later and I'm like, So I had to learn to try to put my phone down or try to do different things on certain days because a part of my life, a big part of my life is social media. So I try to like be like, okay, these 3 days I'm gonna do it out the week. I'm gonna make sure that I do it these 3 days out the week. Or I'm gonna skip a day and do it all this one day, all day. But whatever time, put yourself on a time schedule, I feel like. Put yourself on a time schedule with social media management so that you won't drag out your day and now, you didn't miss like hours and hours, doing other things on social media, just scrolling or laughing or whatever you're doing when you could be handling like some other business that you have to take care of. I feel like social media has some type of demonic spirit on it or something. Like it just keep you on there because that's not normal. Somebody just sitting there looking and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling like, for hours and hours or whatever. Or, just put yourself on a timer. I don't know how long you scroll, but I feel like social media management is a good thing to have more of productive days or whatever. And another thing is like mental health. Like mental health is very powerful. Meditation. Just like even if you don't want to be the type of person who listens to affirmations and meditation and stuff like that, you can just listen to calming music. The vibrations of music sometimes help you calm your mind, calm your brain. Make you have a clearer mind, a clearer brain, so that you could think and achieve like these goals that we're trying to achieve. Because at our big ages, we need to be achieving these goals. Okay, so yeah, so mental health. Maybe some yoga or whatever. Or maybe, find you a little activity, maybe some painting or whatever to control your mental brain, your mental health, your breathing and things like that. Like I feel like that'll be good too. Like different activities to control your mental health. Maybe talking or screaming. Like sometimes you just gotta let it out, because things will just get overwhelming. It's life, nothing is peaches and cream, although we want it to be, but nothing is peaches and cream. So I feel like, doing little activities, maybe around your house or outside your house or, whatever make you feel comfortable, whatever brings you peace, for your mental health, I feel like, take some time out to do just that. And you know what? Another thing I use, because I work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sometimes I work on a Tuesday, but Sunday nights, I love like resetting myself on Sunday nights. I feel like, and a lot of times I will even go into Monday too. If whatever type of work that you do, if you could tap out on a Monday night or whatever, I would definitely do that. Like, or Monday day and night all day. Like if you could have those Sunday and Monday 2 days to rest, like some back-to-back days, I feel like that does your brain and your body justice. And so that for the rest of your week you won't be out as lazy. You could get some things done. Cause I find that like if on a Sunday and Monday and I rest those back-to-back days, like the rest of the days I'm like, oh, let's get it, let's go. Okay, like let's do what we gotta do or whatever. So yeah, I feel like Sunday night is like a reset night. Monday can be as well. The complete day, maybe get a massage or something like that. We always want to take care of our well-being of our mind, our body and soul too, or whatever. So yeah, so Sunday nights, that could be like a reset night. But a lot, and I be saying stuff about manifestation and stuff like that, but the power of manifestation is so deep and so real. Like, because it's to the point where a lot of times, like, I manifest stuff and it, like, really does happen for me. But now I'm starting to learn how to manifest things in a different way, in a more positive way, and very particular about what I'm manifesting because manifestation is very powerful. A lot of people be saying, like, you just need God and that's it. Like, but I feel like God manifested things as well. So I feel like manifestation is not like some witchcraft thing or whatever people be saying, but I do feel like manifestation is a good thing if you use it in a good way because the more powerful you get with manifestation, the more powerful your manifestations get. You know what I mean? So it's just imagine somebody being able, like it's like that movie. Matter of fact, it's like that movie Space Jam when Michael Jordan had told the people, like told the little creatures or whatever, that they had to drink this and then they'd have superpowers or whatever because they was feeling all down like they was undefeated because the other team was beating them or whatever, and he gave them a drink to drink. He was like, if y'all drink this, y'all gonna have powers. And they was like, oh, wow. And they just drank it, and all of them just was like, oh, okay, yeah, let's just go. And he told them after the game that it was just water. So, like, it's just like, you have the power to do whatever you want to do anyway, like, so manifestation, I feel like it just like tops it all off or whatever. Like, you have the power to do what you want to do anyway, period, or whatever, with confidence. Yeah, with confidence. I think that's key. So that concludes our show, our segment, our episode, whatever you want to call it on the Venus Show. Make sure y'all tune in every Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time to the Venus Show. I'll see y'all later. Bye.